Can an eye see itself? Can a tooth bite itself? Can a mirror reflect itself? Many seekers struggle with the concept of the self, often expressing confusion and frustration over their inability to connect with it. I've heard people saying things like, "I feel the disconnect with my own self," and so forth. The fact is that such statements are logically flawed. Why? Because the self is not something to be seen or grasped. It can only be realized. Can an eye see itself? Can a tooth bite itself? Can a mirror reflect itself? The answer is obvious: no. The observer cannot observe itself as an object because it is the very basis of observation itself. Similarly, the self is not an object that can be sought, touched, or perceived. It is the subjective awareness in which all experiences arise. When one says, "I feel disconnected from myself," they assume the self to be some thing or some fixed point to which they must attach. This is where the confusion arises. The self is not some thing that can be found as an object, but it is the very thing that perceives. Vedanta explains that whatever you think you are, that you are not. Every thought, feeling, or identity you assume is merely an appearance within you, but not the real you. The self is that which remains unchanging, always present, and beyond all concepts of separation and connection. The great sages of the Upanishads have repeatedly emphasized this truth. In Shloka 2 of the 9th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes this knowledge as the royal knowledge, so simple yet so profoundly misunderstood. The misunderstanding is due to the layers of conditioning and ignorance. Imagine the world's most precious diamond placed on a table. Now, imagine placing thousands of dirty rags over it. The diamond is still there, unchanged and untouched, yet invisible due to the layers covering it. It is the exact state of the human mind, buried under layers of conditioning, false beliefs, dogmas, false identities, and external distractions. I always say there are no bad people. There simply cannot be, because all beings are manifestations of the same Brahman or Krishna. Then why is there crime, violence, and suffering in this world? The answer is ignorance. People act out of delusion, thinking themselves to be their body, mind, or social identity, which are all temporary and ever-changing. When this ignorance is lifted, when the layers of conditioning are removed, the ever-present truth of the self shines forth, just like the diamond beneath the dirty rags. If you truly seek to understand the self, stop looking for it as an object. Instead, 1. Watch this video, Not Your Body, Quick Tips to Discover Your True Self. 2. Reflect deeply. Challenge your assumptions about identity. 3. Let go of external seeking. Understand that the source is you, and that you is not separate from the all-pervading Brahman. 4. Watch my video, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita explained simply for everyone. The truth is already present in you. You don't have to look for it somewhere outside, but as the very awareness through which you experience everything. You are not your body. You are not the mind. You are that. How much more clear and direct can the Upanishads get? Do not complicate things. It is very simple, yet profound. Thank you. Stay blessed. Jai Shri Krishna.